I didn't get to finish what I was saying. Okay. So, while I was taking a break and I was putting the video back on because it only takes 5 minutes, I'm listening to it a little bit and I was like, I just can't listen to it the same way anymore. Whereas before I was like, oh, like, all that stuff. I was in it. I was into the song. And now I listen to it, I'm like, this is creepy. It's like the start of a scary movie, you know? I just, it hits me in my heart. It's not, it brings me back to when I was taking this class, this is a whole other thing, but bringing me back to how I was taking this class about Nazi Germany. And I know they don't mean it like that. They're not trying, maybe they're not really trying to kill anybody. Maybe that came from the inspiration of when I was in school, people used to bully me, and this is what I used to want to do. So let me just kind of make this is a fantasy. Not that they actually want to kill somebody because they haven't done it, that I know of. But it's more of like, if this could be right in the world, then this is what I would do in my head. But I wouldn't do it in real life because that's not acceptable. What do you do with that? Music is a world expression. Everybody loves to make music. People like to dance. Music is, I don't know how to put it exactly. It's just like a soundtrack for our lives. Like, everything we do can be involved, like, music can be involved in it. No, I don't know if you're like me, but anytime I get in the car, I have to turn the radio on. I can't not have nothing going on. Even if there's somebody in the car and they're talking, I just have to have it on low. You know, my mom gets annoyed by that. She doesn't like music as much as I do, but that's okay. So, I'm just saying, people, please be more responsible with the music that you put out there. And don't try and cover up yourself and say, oh, it's not my fault that they did that out of their own will. And it's true, they did. But you have to take responsibility and know that maybe you could have inspired that. I think it's very interesting when people make music about, just go out and say it's sex, or they say, make music about drugs and violence and, hitting their wife or whatever, being hit, and then say, I was just making a song, I didn't really mean for anybody to do that to anybody, and it's not my fault. But in a way they are. They could be held responsible for it because they put it out there. Okay, so Peter Parker, his grandfather told him on Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Well, music is power. You have to take responsibility for what you put out there. You do. You can't just put it out there and say, oh, but don't take it like that. Like, no, take it. Like, you're going to take it like that. And you as a musician, you have to be able to think back to when the people who influenced you in music, they may have not meant to influence you particularly on purpose, but it did influence you. All I'm saying is, be responsible. Be more responsible about what you put out there. And don't try and cover it up and say, I didn't mean for that to happen. And think about how you would want community members in that you know personally to take it. That if the child down the street, if you're good friends with that child's mother or whatever, how would you want them to take what you're saying? Even though you didn't make it specifically for them, you gotta realize that even though your CDs might say parental guidance or something along the lines, rated R, I don't know, children are going to listen to it. They listen to whatever they can get their hands on, and if their parents are not around, they're going to take it. And no, that's not your fault, but it happens. End of my spiel.